Hello and welcome to a Friday Business News Report. Well, we now bring you the report that the Nigerian Exchange Group is set to list itself on the stock market floor today, following compliance with rules of the market. Ifeanyi Gekop filed in the details earlier on.
The stock that Africa is made of, the recently unveiled Nigerian Exchange Group PLC, will be listed on the floor of the Nigerian Exchange Limited tomorrow. The ceremony comes after intense preparations to optimize opportunities to woo another round of investors to Nigeria through activities of the capital markets. The Nigerian Exchange Group emerged from the former Nigerian Stock Exchange with 3 operating subsidiaries. Already, work has reached advanced stage for the floating of a derivatives trading platform into the Nigerian Exchange. Listing the Nigerian Exchange Group PLC by way of introduction will afford investors the opportunity to buy into lucrative market trading, regulatory and real estate businesses at the exchange. Meanwhile, securities trading firmed up positive during the business hours. The shares of First Bank Group remained attractive to investors and funds managers as the banking group garnered over 60% of deals in the entire financial sector. Good fortunes equally rub on Champion Breweries operating from Uyo. The beer-making firm is currently offering a new investor 15% equity ownership in its operations. Huge volume of trades in the region of 898 million units of shares worth over 10 billion naira moved across market subsectors. Key trade losers were Len Africa, ETI, Livestock Feeds, Linkage, and Name Insurance. Ifeanyi Gekop, TVC News, Lagos.
And now joining me virtually to discuss this and much more, I have Stockbroker and Market Expert Vincent Oshoma. Good to have you on the breakfast show this morning.
It's my pleasure. Good morning.
Now, the anticipation of the listing of the NGX on the stock exchange is also one of the biggest stories we have that's going to make the day today. Tell us about what prospect this opens up for trading in Nigeria and also the entire market space.
Yeah, it's a very good development. Beyond the fact that it's going to deepen our market, adding to a list of stocks available for trading. The fact that we have arrived at this stage is quite good because we have come a long way. Because the issue about the demutualization has been in the works for a long while, and getting to this stage is a good development. And the prospect it holds for the market and also for the company that is being listed is something that is much watching, because we're looking at more transparency, and also the fact that it will be listed here means that it can access a lot of capital, both for development as a company and development of the financial market. I'm looking at opportunities, regional opportunities. I think it's good for both the industry and also for the nation at large.
And we continue to record many successes under this tenure of Oscar Oyema. We've also seen just barely a few days ago, we had him join the board of the World Exchanges Federation, and now we're having this. This is definitely intensive efforts to ensure that we have the market properly placed and also have that world-class recognition, wouldn't you say?
Yes, we have seen it since he came on board. He has brought his experience and he has brought his passion to the market. You know, based on his exposure in the international market coming back home, I think we have seen a lot of development since he came on board as the CEO of the exchange and now transiting to a listed company. We expect to see more of that now that he has the power to do more via a listed company. I think we'll be seeing more development and more performance from him.
We'll definitely keep our fingers crossed. But now let's look at the way October is starting. We're already in the mid of the month and it has been a bullish run we've seen so far. We've seen impressive banking stock performance, and then we're also seeing third quarter earnings and dividends also shape the market performance so far. What do you think are fueling all of these moves and swings we're seeing in the market?
Yeah, the market based on performance, it has been good because we have seen the market move from a negative year to date to a positive year to From the beginning of October, we have seen the market gain about 2.something%, which is very good. And we can attribute that to the fact that people are taking position because we're expecting third quarter results this month. So before the 31st of this month, all listed companies with December as the end of year expect to release their results. And based on projection, people are expecting good results from expecting some of the companies to sustain their performance that we saw in the half-year results. So a lot of persons are taking position. So we have seen a bullish run in the market. And also the fact that yields have not been trending upward. We have seen yields trending downwards. I think it's also what is driving interest in the market. People are taking position, moving from the fixed income space to the equity market to balancing their portfolio. I think those are the two factors. Also coupled with the fact that international, in terms of the economy, some of the information that we are getting from the economy is good. Looking at the fact that oil is trading above $80, trading which is a recorded high, I think is something that is pushing, making people believe so much in pushing interest, pushing people to believe in the economy more. Looking at prospects, then also looking at the fact that our revenue in terms of our exchange rate, our international reserve is also going up, coming from the oil and also coming from the money, the euro bond that was raised. I think these are some of the things that have improved faith in the market.
And talking about the broader market performance, let's also look at the money market, the commodities market, treasury bills and bond market as well. What are the interplay playing out at this point in time, and also havens? Everyone is looking for a safe place to put their money. So many investors are largely still sitting on the fence. What do you also see playing out as the month wraps up gradually, and then we're also closing 2021?
Yeah, in terms of investment, I think a lot of persons are moving to the equities market due to what is happening. Like I said, the projection for third quarter results, and also we have seen the yields, because if you look at the auction that was done this week, the yields tend to be, especially the 91 days treasury bills and also the 180 days, were maintained relatively. But when you look at the 360, the 1 year treasury bill, there was a little increase, but relatively it has actually been flat. And so I think people are looking at that and looking at opportunities in the equities market, especially looking at the third quarter result. And as we approach the full year, so persons are taking performance, because a lot of these companies, when performance, some of them have been able to sustain their results, and also some have moved up a bit. So people believe that based on their current dividend yield, they can get more than what they will be getting from the physical space. I think that's part of the thing that is moving interest in this market.
Thank you very much for your time on the Breakfast Show this morning, Vincent Oshoma. And then definitely we keep our fingers crossed as to the prospect this listing of the NGX would also bring to the fore. Thank you once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, that's it from the business desks. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we still have plenty more sports stories in just a moment. Good morning.